You wanna get with me, stop.
Good morning, besties. So today I'm gonna do a story time on my labor. My labor with my baby. I don't know if y'all seen it. Hold on. Come here, buddy. Oh. Let me see. This is Amori. Oh, this is Amori. And that's all I gotta get because she didn't want me to pick her up to begin with. But before I get into the story time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and tap that bell for me. And if you did not watch my last 2 vlogs, go watch them for me. Go comment on them. Go share them. Go share them with your mama, your auntie, your daddy, whoever. Go share them. But I'm going to do my skincare routine, my morning skincare routine, and I'm going to do the story time at the same time. So let's get into the story time. Okay, let's get into the story time, y'all. So here she go already. Can't even start the video without her touching something. She got toys right in her face. So I went into labor like 2:30ish in the morning on Christmas. I don't know who told little mama to come on Christmas or think about coming on Christmas, but that was not the plan. Stop it. So the plan was for me to get induced January 4th. Her original due date was January 11th, 2023. Yeah, 2023. That was her original due date. Did she come that day? No, she came on Christmas. So now, guess what we gotta do? Buy Christmas gifts and birthday gifts. Okay, so I went into labor like 2:30 in the morning. I probably should have knew, but this is my first baby, so how am I supposed to know I'm in labor? I just figured I was just having pains because she big as hell. Because I know it's getting closer to that time, but I didn't think I was going into labor. I probably should have. I woke up screaming from the pain, but what did I do? Didn't get up. My boyfriend like, you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, no, I'm okay. That probably was the stupidest thing I probably could have ever said. Probably should have went to the hospital, but I waited because I didn't think it was nothing. So let's fast forward to me actually. Okay, so what was I saying? Boy, I'm like a squirrel with a damn nut, because how did I just forget that fast? Okay, so I went into labor at 2:30 in the morning. Didn't think anything of it. Just thought she was just balling up. But then again, how am I supposed to know what labor is? And this is the first baby. So I didn't go to the hospital immediately because I didn't think it was anything. And usually when she was balling up when I was pregnant, it would hurt, but it would not, like, it wouldn't feel the same as it did that night, but I didn't know the difference. So my dad called me and everything. We're on the phone talking. I'm literally pausing. Excuse me. I'm literally pausing and like breathing because clearly I'm having contractions, but I didn't want to believe that I was in labor. So I'm surely in labor. I have been on the phone with my dad for I was on the phone with my dad for a good 30 minutes. I was having contractions the whole time. But they were not that bad. I know I'm not saying my pain tolerance is high, but I was taking it. I was taking it like a champ. I'm telling you, I was taking it like a champ. I was taking it. So I'm like, okay, Went back to sleep, I didn't feel any contraction when I went back to sleep. Actually, before I went back to sleep, I took a bath. And I don't know if that's supposed to speed up the process when you're having a baby, but it felt like it did. But it felt like it sped up the process. So I woke back up. Of course, it's Christmas, so I'm getting ready to make a whole roast. I'm sitting here cutting up vegetables. I have to pause every time because I'm having a contraction. But like I said, I was taking it like a G. Like, it was not that bad as you thought. Well, as I thought. Let me not speak for other moms, because other moms have no pain. Don't have a pain tolerance as me. So let me not speak for everybody. But my pain tolerance that time, it wasn't that bad to me. So I just was like, well, let me just go ahead and, keep doing what I'm doing. Keep making this damn roast that I'm putting in a crock pot. We're gonna get to this roast part too, because it's hilarious. So, what happened? Let me get this up. Okay. So I took me a bath, started making the roast. And then I left to go to my dad's house. We go to my dad's house every Christmas to open the gifts that he buys for us adults. But now he got 2 grandkids. I think we out of the picture now, child. I don't think he buying us nothing this year. So so I went over there, and I was still having contractions. But I'm just sitting there trying to enjoy Christmas, trying to just get through the gifts, and so I can get back home and finish cooking. Well, that didn't happen. So I'm sitting in the chair. I'm literally gripping the side of the chair as I'm having each contraction, and my mom keep looking at me like, girl, what are you doing? Why are you just sitting there? What's going on? Nobody knew that I was in labor because I didn't say anything. Because I didn't fucking know. But, so I just went to the bathroom for a second to go. I don't know what I did when I went to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom for a second, and one of those contractions got you, girl. And I literally bent over, and I was like, ah. And I was like, text my boyfriend. I'm like, well, babe, if this pain keeps up, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. And he's like, love my boyfriend to death, but this is the exact words he said. No, I think you should just come home and lay down. If I'm sick, at the time I was 37 weeks pregnant. It is okay to have your baby at 37 weeks pregnant. Don't try to force yourself to have your baby at 37 weeks pregnant. I know you're tired, but don't force yourself to have that baby at 37 weeks. It happens, but don't force it. I see some of y'all using the castor oil and all this other stuff. Baby, the baby ain't ready yet. Calm down. I wasn't forcing her. She came. She was ready. Clearly, she knew it was Christmas, so she was ready. So she came. So I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, this really hurts. So can we go to the hospital? Finally, I want to go to the hospital, right? It just felt like that day, my mom wanted to be a responsible driver. The day I'm in labor. Mom, what are you doing? Put the pedal to the metal. Let's go. It felt like she was driving so responsibly, and I'm like, Mom, you don't drive like this. So what are you doing? So we actually got to the hospital. She damn near left me in the parking lot. I'm the one who having the baby, Mama. Could you help me out? So she almost left me in the parking lot. And clearly there was nobody there, honestly, on Christmas. And I don't know if this baby just automatically knew that we were at the hospital, because my contractions intensified when we started hitting the parking lot. Like, Amori, how did you know we were here? So we got in there, and I am so sorry to those nurses, but They were like, you need to put a mask on. I'm like, hell no, I'm not putting that mask on right now. To figure this out down here. I want to get her out now. So we got to the room. Okay. So we got to the room that when you go in, like, I think it's called labor and delivery. You go back there and they check to make sure and all that, but I was having contractions. I literally was bent over a table, and the lady was trying to ask me questions about my date of birth. And, lady, just bring me to the back. I know you're doing your job, but I don't want to hear that right now. So they got me back to the room and told me to take my pants off and all that good stuff, because clearly they can't check down there if you got your clothes on at below your waist. So they did that. I'm still having contractions. They starting to get closer and closer. In time, they started to get closer, like 30 seconds apart. Then, no, not 30 seconds yet. When I got upstairs to my actual room, then they started coming 30 seconds to a minute apart. But they was like 2 minutes apart when I was in the room. They was checking me. So my water bag was bulging, so they really couldn't tell. And if you haven't had a baby, that part down there when they check your cervix, it was so uncomfortable. But at the time, I really didn't care what they did. I was just ready to have her because I knew that's what was going on. So they checked too. Another nurse came in. She came and checked me. And they let me go use the restroom, and I came back. Oh, when I used the restroom, I seen blood. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But that's normal when you're in labor. But I didn't know that. So they ended up, when I got back to the room, my mom was looking at me crazy. And I'm like, girl, like, what? And she's like, you're not sending me this dilated. I was like, what? I was like, what? I'm 9 centimeters dilated? But it didn't feel like it. Like, honestly, guys, I'm not trying to sit here and make it seem like it was just so easy, because it was not. Because when I got upstairs, it took her forever. But yeah, I was 9 centimeters already. They said I was doing really good and how I was acting. I was just ready for them to say, we finna go upstairs, you finna have this baby. Oh, sidebar. Text my boyfriend. And I told him, I'm like, I'm at the, because he wasn't at my dad's house with me, so don't judge him. He wanted to stay home, mind your business. He was there when I pushed her out, holding my hand. Because y'all like to talk about people. Anyways, so I texted him, I'm like, babe, they said I'm a 9 centimeters dilated. This poor child, he talks to what's dilated? I said, she's getting ready to come. He said he flew about the bed so fast and got the bag and everything ready. He said he got the bag and everything ready so quickly. He even got pulled over, coming to the hospital to make sure that he made it in time so I wouldn't go in labor myself. My mom was there, but I understand what he was saying. So he was like, the officer was like, I'm gonna follow you to the hospital to make sure you know, why would he lie? It's Christmas. I was really in labor. The bag, car seat, everything was there. So he got there. I was already doing it natural. I just went ahead, just like, girl, come on, just get out. So they had to break my water because it didn't break on its own. It was still bulging, but it didn't break on its own. So time goes, I'm getting tired. I'm ready to take a damn nap, honestly, but you can't take a nap during labor. You can, but whatever. So I'm ready to have her. They come in. I did poop. Yeah, I did. I felt it. They was like, that's a good thing, but I'm like, are you guys sure? The lady was like, I'm just gonna clean it up for you. I should have made their ass a basket, okay? You had to clean my grown butt, even though it's your job, but I just felt like it was too much for me, child. Like it was too much. So she finally started. It was finally time. It was finally time for me to start pushing. I started pushing. It took her forever to come out. It felt like she was suctioning and everything. Like, girl, just come out into the world now. Just come on. So she finally came out. They got her, they put her on my chest. I looked at her and I'm like, she is purple and blue and she's not breathing. I know when babies come out, they're not supposed to cry like in movies and stuff, but I know they're supposed to make a little bit of noise, something. So I noticed that she was not crying. And I was like, why she's not crying? And they started whispering. And once you start whispering, I'm already getting nervous because what you whispering for? And I'm sitting right here. So they whispering and they're trying to like, see how long she's been like this. It's been about 2 minutes. She has not been breathing. She hasn't made a noise. So they grabbed her. They pressed a button. When I tell you, like 10 to 15 nurses flew in there, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's happening with her? So they flew in there and they grabbed her from me and they were trying to resuscitate her, make sure she's breathing and all that. It took her a good 5 minutes to start breathing. They was trying to stitch me up. I had one stitch. They were trying to stitch me up. I had one tear. That don't sound right, one stitch. But yeah, I had one tear. And they were trying to stitch that up together. I was trying to get up because I'm like, what's wrong with my child? Why is she not making any noise? So the doctor who runs the NICU area, he came to me. He was talking. Honestly, I was listening, but I wasn't listening because I was doing two things at once. I'm trying to listen to him, but look at my daughter to see why she's not breathing. So they finally got her breathing. She started crying. And she peed on one of the nurses. She started crying. And then I'm like, whew, relief. And my mom was crying. Everybody. My boyfriend was trying to make sure that I didn't know what was going on. But I need to know. This is my first daughter. I need to know everything that's going on so I can, so I can be on point with everything. I just wanted to know, okay, what we need to do next. She was going to have to go to the NICU at first, but after they ended up getting her back together, she had some of the, when they break your water, they use like a hook thing, I think. There was like a hook. And she ended up inhaling some and it was stuck in her lungs, so they had to get it out. And scariest thing of my life, but they got her back. She's healthy as ever. Bad as hell. But I had her on Christmas Day at 5:42 p.m. Her name is Omori Serenity. I don't need y'all to look up her last name because I don't know y'all like that. I'm just kidding. But yeah, her name is Omori Serenity. She is literally a handful, but she's the best thing ever. The only thing I would probably change about my labor is probably me waiting so long. But hey, I took it like a champ. You see me? I took it like a champ. But it wasn't I don't think it was that bad. I think if I was to have another baby, I want to do a water birth. I think that'd be cool. But it was not that bad. Like it was a little traumatic for me because I'm like, oh my gosh, like what's happening? She was gonna have to go to the NICU, but after they got everything going, she was doing really great. And now she's getting ready to be one soon. We are having her party this weekend. I'm probably not gonna make it to this party. But yeah, that's my labor story. I actually like doing the story times. They seem cool. Let me know if you guys want me to do more story time. I don't have that many stories, do I? I don't do much. I don't do much, but yeah, I do like this. I do like telling my labor story. It is, and now it's like, I got this. She's here. She's fine. She's doing good. But yeah, first time people ask, I'd be like, can we not talk about that now? But yeah, right now, that is the end of my story time. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and tap that bell for me. And let me know in the comments what else you want me to do. I think I'm gonna start doing hygiene. I think the next video I'm gonna do like a hygiene type of thing, hygiene shopping and all that. You guys let me know. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tap that bell for me. And go follow me on Instagram at Tatiana.Nunn. And follow me on TikTok at Tatiana.Nunn. And that's it. And you can also find me on Facebook at the same name, Tatiana.Nunn. But that is the end of this video. Thank you so much. My name is Tatiana. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.
You wanna get with me, stop.